What's going on, everybody? This is Dave from This Is Pop Punk Promotions. I'm here with No Quarter from New South Wales, Australia. How's it going, guys?
Yeah,
Good,
good
man.
man.
Really appreciate you guys coming on. Let's dive right into it. So, when and how did you guys form?
Originally back in 2003. So two guys that are no longer in the band, still really good mates of ours, that are sitting around a party in New South Wales, and the music on at the party was shithouse. So they decided that they could start a band and play music that they enjoyed more. We've been through a couple of little lineup changes since then, but none of them have been through like any hostile reasons or anything like that. Like basically, the two guys that started the band are my brother-in-laws now, and they're still kind of close where they can be, and they had to go their separate ways when they didn't have time. And that's when Darcy, he came on board, and he was sort of hanging around No Quarter for many years before that. And yeah, we've just sort of kept it ticking along with, as people leave, we get new mates in, and we've probably had the same lineup now for about probably 5 or 6 years, I think. So it's going good.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So, you guys just released Fear and Loathing on the Pacific Highway. How's the response been to it?
Oh, so good, man. Yeah. So I look after the band's Instagram. I don't have Facebook myself, so Nick could comment on the Facebook side of things, but Instagram's been sensational. Yeah, getting messages left, right, and center. It's actually been punishing. I've been constantly doing shit on my phone with that thing the last couple of days. Writing back to people and saying thanks, and sharing stuff. And it's been incredible. Yeah, we're really happy.
Yeah, I can say the same on the Facebook side of things. Like, pretty busy time. It's pretty brutal necessity doing album promo. You kind of got to do stuff constantly to get your album out there. Otherwise, someone else's album's out there in your place. But it's been worth it, and lots of good feedback on the songs, and especially the sound. Like, Darcy does our recording and mixing. So it's been really good because he put a lot of time in it to see the positive feedback that he's received and make him feel like it's been worth his time. So yeah, it's been really, really good, man, so far.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So, you guys are from New South Wales, Australia. How's the pop punk, skate punk scene there? Do you guys have a favorite local band, a favorite venue?
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, you go, man. You go.
Oh, we were talking about this yesterday. And one of our favourite venues is actually closing next year. The scene's always been there. There was a bit of a lull for a few years there, but it's pretty well alive and well at the moment. There's some good bands in Newey that are doing some good things. So
yeah, I think if you're strictly looking at like skate punk, pop punk sort of stuff, it's probably not as strong as it's been in the past. Like, there are still a few bands out there like us. There's Friends of the Enemy who are from Queensland, and I'm in another band from Newcastle called Hack the Mainframe, and you kind of get a few bands littered around, but that 90s style sound is probably not done a lot anymore. Like, even though there's a lot of punk bands and a lot of scenes going on in Newey and Wollongong and Sydney and other parts of New South Wales, like that whole skate punk sound is probably one of the rarer ones. So, which I guess is good for us. It makes us a little bit different. Like, but yeah, Nerdlinger, that's another one there from Sydney. They're still going really, really strong. And obviously, you still got Australian bands like Frenzal Rhomb and Body Jar and stuff like that. So it's still there. It's just probably not as prominent as some of the other punk rock styles at the moment, I guess you could say.
That's awesome. So, who are your biggest influences?
For me, I'll go probably Strung Out, Lagwagon, and Wilhelm Scream. It's just that really fast, mid-tempo music doesn't really do it for me. So fast, and then a bit of thrash metal as well. So
mine's Pennywise, Avenged Sevenfold, and Propaganda. They're my favourite bands. There's another one, Protest the Hero. They're really good. I like the power riff, sort of bit technical on the guitar side of things, I suppose. Yeah,
I think that'd be similar across the whole band too. Like, we're all into that 90s skate punk scene, and probably a few differences here and there. Like, one of our guitar players, Paul's right into his AC/DC, and Chris, our singer, is actually in a lot of acoustic stuff. Josh, our bass player, is probably similar to us. He he does like a lot of easier stuff as well. He's a bit acousticy. So yeah, the core of it's that skate punk 90 sound, but I think.
Heck yeah, that's awesome. So if you guys could tour with one of those bands, which one?
Had to be Pennywise.
I knew you'd say that.
Had to be Pennywise, yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's probably to be Strung Out, I'd say. Yeah.
Can't go wrong with
Mick is
either.
actually, sorry, Mick has actually played on stage with Strung Out before, one of the shows where we supported them. They got in
Yeah.
in the encore.
That was a pretty wild night, actually.
So now I'm going to ask you guys some non-music questions. It's a good way for me to get to know you. I did this with the other bands I interviewed. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right. First one, best vacation you guys have been on?
I went to Fiji the year before Corona hit and everything shut down with my wife and 2 kids. And we were there for 7 nights and it was amazing. It was like we stayed 10 steps from the water and it was, beautiful. Very good holiday.
I spent 4 weeks over your neck of the woods actually for my 30th. We went to America and toured around a bit. So me and the wife. So that was probably my best one. Yeah.
What places did you go to in America?
We went to LA, Vegas, San Francisco, New York, Washington, Miami. I think that's all.
Oh, that's sick. No Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah, I'll put that on the list for the next tour. Yeah.
Come to Hershey, Chocolate Town, man. I'll show you around.
Oh yeah, the Hershey chocolate. Yeah, sure.
Show you what's up.
Sounds good.
If you guys could be fluent in another language instantly, what language?
Spanish. It sounds pretty.
Yeah, I'll probably go with that too, actually. Yeah.
I'd like to be able to serenade my wife in Spanish. That'd be sick.
I'm sure she would appreciate it by that picture on Facebook.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she doesn't like photos.
That was funny. So if you could go back in time and talk to one world leader or person of influence, who would it be?
Oh, wow, that's a good question. I don't even know. I'd deliberately try not to get involved in political stuff these days because I feel like people can't.
Dead musicians count as people of influence.
Yeah, right. Cool. Let's go down that road.
Musicians, yeah, that'll be easier.
Yeah. Kurt Cobain would be cool to talk to. I feel like he had a massive, obviously he had a massive change in getting rid of disco and moving into grunge. And then when he left, that made the way for punk rock. So yeah, someone like Kurt Cobain would be pretty good, even though he had a pretty wild up and down life. I reckon there'd be some kind of interesting conversations in there.
Yeah, I'd probably go with, just thinking about it, someone I would have liked to have met would have been Jim Morrison, but yeah, I don't know how good a conversation would be. He's a bit out there.
Just talk music with him.
Yeah, just talk music, yeah, and just sit back and go, yeah, man, yeah, you're on another level there.
So if you guys had $1 million and you could donate to any charity, which one?
Something to do with cancer, whether it be a certain type of cancer or cancer overall. I really like the whole fuck cancer charity movement at the moment because it's like, you know what, fuck you cancer. Like I love the stuff Stephen Amell was doing with it. So probably, yeah. And me and my wife regularly donate to stuff, and cancer's usually been pretty up there in one of them. Stuff for helping kids, and that's been pretty high on our priority list as well.
I'll just second Mickey's comments there. A lot easier.
Yeah, I think cancer's touched everyone. Like we all know someone who's had it or has it or is fighting it. They're really, really brave people. So yeah.
If you guys could be stranded, if you were stranded on a desert island, and you, what 3 items would you want to have with you?
Phew. Items like, can we say people? I don't mean, well, I want to say my wife and kids, but I don't really want to have them stranded on an island, I suppose. If we're stuck there, I'd like to have them over and enjoying themselves somewhere. I don't know. I'd need a guitar, I reckon. I play my guitar more than I play my drums. Probably a phone, so I could ring someone and say, hey, we're stuck on an island, come and get me. I don't know. Something to start a fire so we can cook and eat and live long enough till someone comes and saves us.
Yeah, I'll probably go the same. I'll probably go get a guitar here, and I suppose I just play it unplugged. Yeah, we've only got 3 things. One without the amp. But yeah, method of starting a fire for sure. And I guess my wife. Yeah, let's take her along for a ride. Let's get her stranded.
At least you have someone to talk to.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with talking to yourself. All right, last question, guys. What are some places there that visitors should check out?
I like Gold Coast in Queensland, but the southern end of it. So you kind of got Surfers Paradise. It's a bit busy, but if you head south a bit around Burleigh, Coolangatta, Kirra Beach, the beaches there are amazing, and it's a lot more relaxed, and you're still close enough to go into the main part of Gold Coast, Surfers Paradise if you want to. Also north, Sunshine Coast of that a bit. Again, some beautiful, beautiful beaches that, and it's a little bit more chilled out. We try and get up, me and my family try and holiday out there once or twice a year. It's just a really nice spot. Also just inland a bit, there's plenty of rainforest and waterfall walks and stuff, so it covers a bit everything. So yeah, that's probably my, Kirra Beach is probably our favourite spot to go in Australia.
I'd probably also say the Sunny Coast. Yeah, it's a really good spot. Some nice beaches. These are all going to be beach towns. Wollongong is really cool. We went there a few months ago for the first time and really enjoyed that place. Let's show them Newey. Yeah, where we're from. There's some really good beaches there. Like I know a lot of people from other cities come to Newey and are just super impressed with the beaches there. And the town's slowly getting done up and getting revitalised, so it's getting better and better. So
yeah, that Nobby's Beach and around the lighthouse, and I feel like if they developed Newey better in the earlier days, they could have done a lot more with it. But I think they're getting there now. It used to be a real industrial town.
Yeah,
but it's kind of shifting away from that. So be interesting to see how it goes over the next 5-10 years.
You guys will have to take me to all those places when I get over there.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I really appreciate you guys coming on and talking up a little bit, and the support means a lot to me.
No, man, I see you post on Facebook all the time, and just how much you're pushing bands to talk to each other and help each other out and promote each other and promote venues and people doing blogs like yourself. And I don't think there's enough of that. Like, people need to help the scene as a whole instead of just worrying about themselves. I think what you do is awesome, man. So thanks for having us on. And any time I can help push your site and stuff, I will, because I just think what you're doing is really, really cool.
Well, I really, really appreciate it. So for the people that are going to watch this later, where can they find your music at?
Everywhere now. So, all your usual spots like Spotify, Apple, YouTube. There's a bit of a drama going on with Deezer at the moment I'm trying to sort out. And then we've got our own Bandcamp. We've got the Melodic Punk Style labels Bandcamp, where they've still got our vinyl and CDs. Pretty much anywhere you find music, you should be able to find us.
Sounds good. Well, I hope you guys have a great Sunday, and we'll chat soon.
Thanks, man. Appreciate all your time.
Thanks for the time.
See you later.
Yeah.